Rising from Falling. I am Judy Setting, and welcome to the 101st episode of this podcast on free willing. I gladly share this work. It's my intention from the core of my being to share this work, to help you rewire thoughts, release anxiety, and reconnect with self, because that's what it took for me to heal twice. Yeah, a second tick found me. So without further ado, here is number 101 on free willing. So, have you ever considered that there are actually 60 to 70,000 thoughts going through your mind every single day? Kind of blows my mind. And that we're mostly on autopilot. This is from Judy Setting's book, You Are the Placebo. Terrific book, by the way. If you want to add that to your options to read, it's terrific. This rather automatic, not a lot of thought, habit thinking is how we mostly get things done. It's really an efficient way to operate. Interestingly, though, I'm going to read you this quote from Judy Setting's book. It really explains this well. Quote, thinking the same thoughts leads us to make the same choices. Making the same choices leads to demonstrating the same behaviors. Demonstrating the same behaviors leads us to create the same experiences. Creating the same experiences leads us to produce the same emotions. And those same emotions then drive the same thoughts. So our thoughts create the same reality as usual. As a result of this conscious or unconscious process, our biology stays the same. Boom. It's wild, but there is science behind this now. My friend, the same old thoughts basically maintain us neurologically, chemically, and genetically, while new thoughts change us neurologically, chemically, and genetically. So guess what the startling, appalling, exciting news is? And splendid, I think. In this, it's that we can change and use our free willingness to actually decide to do differently in any moment. We can, as Judy Setting talks about, begin to think about or examine our thoughts that we've been thinking and change them. Yes, really. And I know that this seems bogusness. It did to me until a decade into Lyme. I started doing this work kind of unconsciously just because I needed to find a new way. All the treatments and all the tons of money didn't do the trick. It actually takes us becoming conscious of our unconscious behaviors and then choosing differently to make new choices and create new experiences. And here's the thing. These old ways, they served us. There's nothing wrong with us. Love your beautiful being of the light self. However, to heal differently, we actually have to do differently and evolve and use and choose new thoughts. This totally sounds bogus and woo-woo. Just hang in there with me. If I did it, then it is possible for you. So we can use our thoughts to change our bodies, but not just our mind. This is mind, body, spirit. We can use our body also to change our thoughts. This is amazing. All using our free will. Okay, newsflash. I didn't find this easy. If it were easy, everybody would be doing it. I did, however, find it possible twice. And the second time, I used no other treatment but this work. So consider these ideas for helping you use your free will to change your thoughts, to little by little, gradually change the state of your body for more and more healing. Here is what I think is always the first step. It's noticing. For me, it is always the first step. If we're not aware of something, we cannot change it. Or we just stay on our autopilot. So start with one thing. Start with just paying attention and noticing and focusing on one thing to change. That's where you can have success. Don't try to change a bunch of things. That's like the anxiety, perfectionistic way, and that doesn't work. So let's say you can notice one thing. Start to notice, where are you focused online? Like, are you focused on Lyme boards that are talking about illness and meds and how bad it's been? And I'm not denying that in any way. It was a decade. I nearly died. I get it. Those boards serve me. But this might be a place where you can make a small shift. For me, it was humbling to realize that my mind was on the Lyme auto repeat. I was focusing on Lyme and Lyme and Lyme so much. It took me getting off social media completely. I had to go completely off social media. I'm not saying you have to do that. I'm just telling you what worked for me. Because what I focused on expanded. I know, sigh, but this is what I had to do. Give yourself some grace if you are focused on Lyme all the time. You're human, my friend, and healing this way is not about shaming ourselves or blaming ourselves. We're all human and it's okay. It's about, okay, noticing this and then making a shift. So this is the body aspect of free will. You can do things to change your thoughts by using your body. This is somatic experiencing. So here is 5 calming postures from Dr. Peter Levine's trauma healing book, terrific book. And it's about how basically we change the body. We release what's captured in the body. That chronic and traumatic stress is captured literally in the cells of our body. And we do things to change that. So we come out of less time in fight flight into more time in rest and digest. And in that state, our body comes to homeostasis. It informs our different body systems. So here's 5 calming postures. First, you can do it with me. Put your hand on your heart and your hand on your stomach. So you can do these for as long or short as you like. And signs that you're working, or that actually your nervous system is ratcheting down even just a little bit as a healing step, is if you sigh or you yawn or you just feel a restful sensation in the middle of yourself. Okay, number 2 is take your right hand and slide it underneath your left armpit, and then hold your right arm with your left hand. And just hold this position. It's yummy just to be like this. This is actually self-holding. You can just do this on its own. But I love the 5 calming postures. I use this to sleep. Okay, the third position is release your left arm down to your side. Oh, feel the good vibes. Feel those restful, nervous system regulating vibes. Now take your right hand and put it down to your side. You can do this slower later. And then the last step is hand on your heart and hand on your forehead. You just gave your nervous system some love and brought it into a calmer, soothed state, regulated it for a little healing step. Good job. Yay, every step counts. You can also add a prayer that you can do in the beginning or the end of that. Thank you that I was healed, or thank you in advance for help that's already on the way from the Native American tradition. What else can you do? So let's say you notice your thoughts are like on Lyme repeat. You're playing the what tick-borne disease is a game in your head, and you're like, maybe it's Babesia, maybe it's Borrelia, maybe it's Bartonella. Okay, what you can do is Mel Robbins' 5-second rule: 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then you can say, I'm choosing differently. Go into a prayer, or push Audible and play The Obstacles Away by Ryan Holiday on audible.com, an audiobook. Or go into a prayer. Angels surround me. God assist me. Come, Holy Spirit, come. You can do any of these things to shift your mind to something that's less unhealing to more healing. You can also read. When you read books, you're bathing your mind, body, spirit in novel ideas. New ideas to you are actually ways to gently and softly and slowly introduce to yourself these new ideas that will get your mind and your unconscious thinking about them, right? And it's a way to focus on something other than Lyme boards that are maybe focused on Lyme all the time. That's not helpful to you, right? So you can read Ryan Holiday's The Obstacle's the Way. That was the first book I start with. I've read that book, I think, 12 times now. You can read Neil Donald Walsh's Conversations with God series. Reading these books helps you use your free will in a new way to actually change neural firing. Novelty, which is novelty in books, changes neural firing. Dan Siegel talks about this in his book Mindset, another great book. You can also decrease time spent with people that aren't interested in these type of healing modalities. Bob Proctor says this. Or you can go less often, stay less long. Another idea, write out your goal statement. When I was healing this way, wrote out my goal statement. I still write out a new goal statement. I use this. Write out your goal statement 3 times in the morning, 3 times at night, or just start with 1. You can summon as much emotion as you can. If you can't, just getting it done is okay too. But I did this 3 times in the morning, 3 times at night, and then I actually recorded it on audible.com. I recorded myself saying it, and 15 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes at night, I would push play on that thing. If I got behind, I would catch up or skip occasionally. This is the process over perfection Lyme healing method. You don't have to be perfect to heal. Take it from me. So you can just then write your goal statement 3 times morning and night, and then also listen to it. And this is, if you write your goal statement, you can write it, see it, and speak it out loud. That's like a triple win for like changing your thoughts. You can create your own, but here's mine. So this is the one that I used the second time when I used no other treatments. No other treatments, my friend, except this work after I got a tick bite in 2022. Here it is. I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm 100% healed. Thanks to God, me, and my 500 million stem cells, perfectly created, replicated, and used exactly as I need. Buy, and you can enter a date, or you can leave the buy at the end off. I like to have something to aim for. Yes, last year I used this. When I say 500 million stem cells, I don't mean you're getting stem cells. I mean your body creates stem cells all the time. So now you're giving your body, by your free will, an instruction. It totally sounds woo-woo and bogus, except that's what I did. And you and I, my friend, were the same. If I can, it's possible for you. You can use your free will. You can decide. You can do things with your mind, your body, and your spirit to change. You write your goal statement like this, or you can listen to it. You can also habit stack. What you can do is you can add to your other daily activities, things that you do every day or every day-ish, something that is giving your mind like a new thought programming, right? You want to give your mind new information, using your free will. So let's say you're making the dinner. You can just stand there and push play and out loud say your healing statement out loud when you make the dinner for 5 minutes. You can put a timer on your phone. Or you can say the healing statement in your car when you're driving your kids to wherever you're driving to, if you're in your car every day. Or you can push audible.com in your car and play The Obstacle's the Way. You can habit stack. You can do something when you're brushing your teeth. Have something posted. I have Post-its all around my mirror. And when you brush your teeth, you can read those Post-its. You can have your healing goal statement right there on your mirror and just read it out the whole time you're brushing your teeth. 2 minutes is 2 minutes. It all counts. You can use your free will to decide and to choose and to little by little, gradually, gently, step by step into your healing using your profoundly amazing, divinely given mind, body, spirit. Perhaps consider this week one of these things to do, and then email me back at judy@setting.com and let me know how it goes. If you'd like to hear these every week, please push subscribe. And if you care to connect, I have free content on Instagram at Judy Setting. I'd love to hear from you on my DMs, or send me a note at the bottom of one of my shares, my reels, my videos on there. I would love to hear from you. I love this work. Know any other women who are healing from Lyme? Please share this with them, and we can help her heal together. Now, I have mega belief in you, and I am sending you healing prayers for you and to your free, willing self.